During a lot of my presentations, I use the numerology calculator, and I get a lot of questions about it. A lot of people don't understand the entire concept of how it all works. I just show the calculator itself. People look at the names such as Alex Jones here, this fictitious made-up character, nothing more than controlled opposition. Of course, the name was selected to get that 33. Now, you might ask, I see the name itself, but the letters don't add up with the numbers. You get your A for 1. That makes sense. You get your E for 5. I get it. But what about the L? How is the L the number 3? It all comes down to the chart itself. Let's take a look right here at the Pythagorean numerology chart based off Pythagoras. He did not create this chart. It was named after him. Here's his quote, going back in time, all is number. With Pythagoras, you see the phony baloney ball earth, the Masonic square and compass, the checkerboard symbolism, and of course the pyramid itself. Again, taking a look at this chart, you'll understand the concept again when it comes to, for example, Alex Jones, where the L is 3. And taking a look here again, you get your number system, how it's all laid out with the alphabet. A through I are, of course, to 9. Then they skip over to J. And this is how you get, again, getting back to the L. This is how it all synchronizes. Just like Fox News, Fox Sports, 20th Century Fox, Fox Film, all comes down to 666 or triple X porn or any type of, brand that you see, like the movie, triple X the movie, the drink, the triple X water. It's all about the occult of 666. So understand, this is Pythagorean numerology based, like I mentioned earlier, on Pythagoras. So you getting characters like Alex Jones, that's 33. You also get someone like Bill Gates, one of the so-called elite. The name itself, Bill Gates, is 33. How does this all happen? How does this all work out? These people that you see here that are propped up, you have so-called talent and you so happen to have a 33 name, you're going to make it big in this world. Just look at Bill Gates' logo. Of course, before I even show the logo, he's holding his glasses. This is the all-seeing eye, or the eye of illumination, where he has his hands on the glasses like he's illuminated, like he's enlightened. So you see the 33, as I shown many times, in the Bill Gates logo itself, hidden in plain sight as always. Now again, this is based on the Pythagorean chart. Okay, now let's take a look here at the Chaldean chart. Okay, a little bit different. This is an older chart, more of a complex system, how everything isn't laid out as you would expect. I find it pretty interesting. Of course, you get your occult of 7-7 with Oz. And you also get your, for example, when it comes to like the Golden Gate Bridge, you get your GG for 33 as well. So again, you have to study these charts. So when I show examples such as you'll see here with Walgreens and how it's all laid out, how it all comes together, you got to combine the calculator and study these charts and see how all the numbers, all the names and numbers all come together using these charts. Taking a look here now, talking about Walgreens, for example, and how this world is run by these basic Satanists, all about the occult. Just take a look here at the entire concept of Walgreens. As I've shown, Walgreens is 33. And you get us above here what they call a mortal and pestle, which is a complete joke. We're given false meanings for everything, okay? It's just like the flu shots are supposed to be beneficial for us when they are harmful to us, of course. If you have a brain in your head, you'll know this. Now, take a look here again at the so-called mortal and pestle, which is nothing more than a cauldron. Take a closer look here. And again, we're given false meanings for everything in this world. Whatever they tell us, it's a lie. That's how it works. Everything is a complete lie. This is the lie system. This is how they control the masses, by feeding us nothing more than lies. When they feed you nothing more than lies, you'll never figure out the truth. Getting back to this cauldron here, as you can see all the stars, I find it pretty interesting. It's shaped almost like a phallus symbol. Without a shadow of a doubt, I believe they do this on purpose. These are occultists. They're also called the Illuminati. They're illuminated and they're naughty. That's what it all comes down to. And more examples here. When it comes to the 33 matrix, you have Albert Pike here, as I shown before. You have the 33, and you have the Phoenix as well. Just take a look at the name itself with Albert Pike. Just so happens to be 33. This is why he was propped up going way back in time, because he has the occultic name, which adds up to 33. And by the way, I want to mention as well, when it comes to Chaldean numerology, this is a more complex system they use. It goes back further than the Pythagorean chart. It's not used as much when it comes to a lot of the hoaxes and psyops. They use the Pythagorean chart, as you see here, more often when it comes to a lot of the hoaxes and names and numbers associated. Now, getting back to Pike, as you can see here with the KKK, as I've shown many times as well, the whole entire concept of using a K instead of a C to get 11, 11, 11, 33. As you can see here, of course, with Kurt Cobain as well. Another occultist taking a look at this video, going back in time. It's Kurt Cobain. It's Kurt Cobain home video well before he was famous. If you're into the occult, you're willing to sell out, you're going to be propped up if you have what they believe is talent. If you're a devil worshiper, a Satanist, and you don't have talent, well, they appreciate your efforts, but they're not going to use you. Having a 33 name is not enough. You have to have talent once again. Just like I pointed out before, the whole entire concept of Meatloaf. Why would someone name themselves Meatloaf? Of course, this album, Bat Out of Hell, because Meatloaf is 33. That's what it all comes down to. Now, again, with signs and symbols, here with Helen Keller, even though she was blind, she was into the occult. And the so-called I love you sign, which millions upon millions, if not billions of people, of course, have bought into this lie that it means I love you. The masses have been told everything again based on opposites. This is a sign for the devil himself. Just like the monster drink, people know about this, where you have the symbol, the Vav, which basically is 3 6s on this monster energy drink. The monster energy, unleash the beast, is a slogan. Of course, also with the VW bug, a cult of 66. Just like I've shown here with this Sovereign Grand Commander Freemason in your dual 33s for 66. And also with the WWW when it comes to the internet, which is 666 as well. Everything is coded in plain sight. Now, again, when I talk about how there's no heroes in this world, just taking a look here at Mandela with Rockefeller here. Okay? With the Queen. Okay? Just take a look here. Supposedly, he was incarcerated in prison. Complete joke. Just like OJ didn't spend a day in prison. It's all theater. And his cell number so happened to be 46664. It's in our hands with his hand up in the air. And you see the sellouts such as Will Smith and Annie Lennox. The world's a stage. Just take a look at this poster here. It's partially covered here by Lionel Richie. I'm not sure who this is. But this is Lionel Richie here, and they cover up the 2 4s to get your 666, and they have their hands up. What pieces of garbage sellouts these people are. And look at another photo here of Mandela and David Rockefeller as well, shaking hands. I'm surprised they're not doing a Masonic handshake. Well, almost passes off as one. Bottom line here, it all comes down to the numerology chart as I shown with the Chaldean chart. Let me go back to this image here. The Chaldean chart right here. And again, the Pythagorean chart. These are the 2 main systems they use. They also use, again, the Hebrew system and others as well. But these are the main systems they use. Of course, they're not going to just use one. It'll be too obvious. Be too simple and easy for the masses to figure. That's why they use several systems when it comes to the number system. And again, it's all about communicating without speaking. That's what it all comes down to now. Just to conclude this video, I'm going to include a link in the description box below this video where you can download the numerology calculator and use it yourself. And one thing I want to mention as well, I'm showing full names, as you can see here, such as with Kurt Cobain. They also use just first names or last names or combined names, as long as you get that number 33. That's what it all comes down to. And again, I'll include a link in the description box below this video so you can download the numerology calculator.